Hello everyone, I hope you are fine and doing well. It's Ali Hassan, and in this video I am going to tell you about how to get first order as a new seller. In the last video we discussed about the tricks that would definitely have helped you in ranking your gig, but now let's assume that you have ranked, and but now the question is how to get the order and how to retain that ranking. As a new seller, when you do not have any reviews, so getting first order is a problem and is hard usually, but if you put efforts and if your approach is right, you can definitely achieve that. So in this video, let's jump into the tricks about how to get first order. Okay, so I am using an example of a level 2 seller, and in this seller the seller has already 7,000 reviews. So I am using an ideal example like about how a gig should be and what things you have to take care of while thinking with a point of view that you have to get order as a new seller. Okay, so obviously I will not talk about the tricks that would help you in ranking in this video. If you want to know about them, please watch my previous video. So now the important thing, obviously, if your customer is landed on your gig profile, on your gig landing page, he is interested to know more about your services, right? So that will be the description that will be telling about it and the infographics that you will be using. Okay, so your infographics or a video, if you can put a video, promotional video in this place, then that would be a great and Fiverr recommends you to place a video, and it pushes you a lot, I guess some 120 to some 220% more than a usual person with no usual seller with no video. And then comes the infographics. Okay, so so you have to add a video that would be highly converting, and the infographics that will tell you about your services. Okay, the infographics should be clear so that there is no problem for the customers to read and to get an idea of what you are selling. So you can add up to 2 infographics in a video or 3 infographics. Okay, and then comes the description. This is a very important thing. So in this description you have to tell about your qualities and why the person should hire you. Okay, so you have to explain your services, and you have to tell what the package entails each time, and if there is any revisions in your order, or if you are offering returns, or if they have any question, they can approach you or not. One thing is you tell about how important their service is, right? Just like this guy has explained it here, and in yeah. And the other thing is like why you are the best person for this, right? So, and this guy has explained this, that they have experience of 10 years, and this person has already have given information about the price as well. That is not usually a requirement, but that's how you are building a story that really matters, right? So you have to take care of that. So the description should be highly converting. You have to write it from the point of view of customer. So what a customer is looking for, you have to try to answer these questions there, and everything else. Okay, so yeah, and tell about their services, your experience, your orders. Obviously you are new to, so you cannot write 300 orders with perfect 5-star reviews, so obviously you don't have that visibility. But yeah, so if you have any past work, and if you can put it on a drive and share the link there as well, that would be your profile. That would be really great and leaves a very high impression. And you can so see, you have to write it down from the perspective of customer. Okay, so let's say if you have a good description, and if you have so the customer is ready to work with you, the next hassle and the next thing which matters is the price, right? So don't say that I don't deserve it, right? So for example, if you are doing a service and you think my work is worth of $30, but please think it up from a point of view that you are a new seller, and the other person is going to take a risk for hiring you, right? So as you do not have a good profile, a solid profile on Fiverr, so they need to be compensated for that. So always use a competitive price, right? So I won't say if other person are charging $10 you should charge $5, I won't say that, but you shouldn't be charging $15 at least. Okay, so be offer a competitive rate, and that's like, you know, if the other on average people are charging $10, you charge $10 as well. And obviously when you are grown on the profile, and when your profile is solid, then you can always increase your price. Okay, so these are the things that's related to the gig profile, right? And how that should be. Now the next thing is, right, buyer request. So if the customers are not approaching you, then you have to approach them, and that's how where the buyer request comes in, right? So you will be able to see buyer request more at around 9 to 11 a.m. in Pakistan. I do not know about other countries, but you will be able to see many requests at that time. So try to respond to them as much as you can, and be professional, right? And just don't be like just don't like write a response of one liner or something like that. Just like I am sharing an example of one of my own responses for that I got an order of $250, and this is about video editing. And you can see that the person was asking for a simple thing, and that's in 2 lines, but you can see my response, it's very detailed, and obviously I was very new at that time, and now I would have given a more professional response. But at that time, if even at that time, this response according to me, as I was lacking experience, this response is quite good. So you see, be responsive, but response so it's not, doesn't matter how many you are replying to in a day. It matters how are you replying, right? So if you are if your response is persuasive and you are even replying to one person, that's more than replying to 10% with one liner or two liner response, right? Which do not play a very solid role in persuasion. Is the social profile, right? So for example, if you're using Facebook or Instagram, that's okay, promote your profile there. But the thing is, you might not be able to get very rich customers out of there. The best platform for your profile or for your sales can be LinkedIn. So build your profile out there, be active, share tips with people, to promote yourself out there. And believe me, if you are active out there, you will be able to get an order too early than a person who is just struggling on Fiverr, right? And LinkedIn is a rich resource for getting customers, but you have to be very professional out there. It's not like a child's play. So these are the tips, and I personally have used them, and trust me, I got my first order on my fifth day, and I was active more than 18 hours a day, honestly speaking. I won't lie out there. But and that's how my journey started. I would also request you to please be serious about it if you want to start your journey, and if you want to be successful in the freelancing journey at Fiverr. So these are the steps, and these are the tricks, and these are the tips that will definitely help you to get your first order.